Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be discussing about Bitcoin, what's happening with the crypto market and so much more. Of course, before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more updates about this crazy crypto market. So we have crazy news today. I want to show you straight away, guys. In our VIP group, first of all, we were calling for a short position this morning of Bitcoin, and we said that we would have shorted roughly 68,800 at our safer entry for a short. We shorted from here, put all this into a Bitcoin update scenario, and he played exactly the way we said. So if you want to join the VIP group, guys, link in the description below. From tomorrow, we are going to double prices, so be very careful and get in as much as you can because we post analysis every single day. But the topic today of the conversation, which everybody's going crazy, let me just find it again, because as you can see, we rise so much over here. It's this one, guys. Beautiful news. Why Bitcoin is dumping. Everybody's so scared. Oh my gosh, we're gonna go down to $10,000 again for Bitcoin. So we were going well yesterday. We went up to $70,000. I was still calling for a correction around 66,000. So I thought it would have gone up to 69,800, 70,000. So we went up to 70,600. Then we had a correction and we had a final down to 67,500 because right now, nearly 42,000 Bitcoins worth more than $3 billion has moved from Mt. Gox wallet. Mt. Gox used to be a previous institution that were exchanging Bitcoins, and right now the company collapsed, and right now they're making all the repayments to the creditors, so the creditors are getting the money back. So everybody's scared now that is this creditor are going to get the money back. They're going to sell all the Bitcoins. Now, just to let you know, I would like to be very objective with this news-related FUD that is populating now all over the internet. Everybody's so scared. Oh my gosh, now everybody's going to sell these Bitcoins from Mt. Gox and blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you a few facts straight away. Mt. Gox FUD has been around for so long. Every 3 months, 4 months, there is Mt. Gox FUD all the time. Now, institutions are giving back to creditors. So they're giving back all these Bitcoins to these people who lost them. And the whole process is going to be done around October. So it's not going to be done right now. And even if they're going to get the money back, you can see lots of people who are not going to sell their Bitcoin. Maybe 20% is going to sell, maybe, and the other 80% are going to hold. And also, bear in mind as well that even the whole portion of this Mt. Gox wallet, all these Bitcoins coming from Mt. Gox, represents 0.22% of the total supply of Bitcoin. So now I can see there is lots of fear and uncertainty. Everybody thinks we're going to see a crash in Bitcoin, guys. The crash is not going to come because of Mt. Gox. The crash is going to come because the charts is telling us so. So again, don't believe into this idiotic news that they want to make you believe to make you sell their Bitcoin, because this kind of FUD news has been around for such a long time. And also we said yesterday that we could have seen one more pump and then a correction, and this what has happened. Now let's go straight away into the charts, guys, so we can see with Bitcoin what's going on right now. So as I said before, we were saying yesterday that I would have liked to see a retest around this area over here, roughly $66,000. But what happened right now is that we dropped yesterday down to this retest area again at roughly $67,500, and now we had like a little bit of a pullback. So what I would like to see right now, of course, to maintain our bullish structure, I would like to keep this one intact, okay, and then to continue to go to the upside. But of course, if we're gonna lose this level over here, guys, what I could see could be a drop from this area to roughly this area over here. So it's going to be roughly around $65,000 to $66,000. And when that happens, guys, so we could see something like this. We could be seeing, let's say, for example, this, maybe another pullback from here, then one drop here, and then finally to go to the upside. So that's what we want to see in order to see continuation. And remember that this week is going to be very important. We're going to have the GDP data, very important to understand if we're going to keep going with this rally. We're going to have unemployment claims and also the PCE inflation report, which is the measurement of inflation preferred by the Federal Reserve. So we need to have a low PCE, we need to have a low GDP number, and we had to have a high unemployment rate, because that is going to trigger the Federal Reserve to decrease interest rates. And if the market is going to sniff out a little bit that we're going to decrease interest rates, it's going to explode to the upside. So be very careful with that, take that in mind, and invest accordingly. And of course, not financial advice. But of course, guys, if we're going to break the structure over here, then we could be a little bit in trouble, and then we could be retesting this area down here again at around 60,000. Am I going to change my bullish bias? And not really, to be honest. Like, what I'm going to do, I'm probably going to upload, I'm going to buy in our VIP group as well. We have our, buying levels, and I'm not concerned at all. So today, let's have a look also at other things like the DXY, for example. DXY, let's see what's happening right now. So as you can see from here, we had a big pump to the upside from here with the DXY, and it looks like it keeps going down. So we have a very interesting scenario right now, guys, here. So if the DXY, which is actually about to break over here, is going to break fully, the next level of support is going to be roughly around this area over here. And this is going to happen, is going to coincide with Bitcoin going to the upside. And this, of course, could happen based on what's going to be happening with the data, which I was talking about before. And this data are going to come, most of them around Thursday and Friday. So if you're going to see a DXY keep going down like that, I could see Bitcoin, of course, moving in the opposite direction, and then therefore reaching maybe 73 to 74 $1,000. So there's going to be a very exciting time, but again, we need to break this level over here first. Now let's have a look as well at something very important, which is the US Treasury yield, the 2 years Treasury yield, which usually anticipates moves in the stock market. So whenever you're going to see the 2 years Treasury yield moving upwards, usually suggests of the market, the stock market, to go down. But whenever it moves to the downside, it suggests, of course, the stock market to go to the upside. At the moment, guys, it looks like the 2 years Treasury yield is pretty much, trying to climb back up again. And if it's going to see a rejection from here, we can see to go from this level to this level over here. We're going to see a push and a rejection from here, guys, like this, and then down to this way over here. That's going to be very good for the stock market and also for crypto. So keep this on monitor, okay? If you keep it monitor, because it could really help you to understand where we could be going next. And of course, if you're going to see from here to here, once we break this level around this area over here, we could be pushing down to maybe 4.5, even low as 4.1, and that could really trigger a crazy bull run in Bitcoin and also into the stock market. Let's also analyze today, guys, the S&P 500 to see where we are, because of course the S&P 500 is highly correlated with crypto. And right now, guys, we are showing lots of bearish divergence. I believe we're very close to a mid-term top, which could be coming as soon as maybe this month or the next month. And what I could be expecting from here could be either one last parabolic push up to here, up to maybe $5,600, which could coincide this way over here, or maybe another push to the downside from here, and then one final blow off top from here, and then a final bigger correction from this side over here. Is it going to be the end of the bull market? No, I don't think so, although it's going to put a little bit of a pause. So what I could be expecting could be the following, guys. I could be something like a one last push to maybe 5,600 by end of June or end of July, then a big correction maybe until September, October, and then from October is going to be our beautiful rally, election rally. That's the way they call it. And then what's going to happen from there? We're going to see the final blow of top, which could be coming as a parabolic run like that. And how high we're gonna go with a parabolic blow off top, we can just take and calculate this area over here, which you can just put it this way over here just to give us a perfect angle, and then the angle we can just measure it from here, and it could be as high as some people actually suggest 7,000 for the S&P 500. So I wouldn't be surprised, guys, if you're gonna see something like that. So a movement, I'm gonna show you like this, up to 5,600, like this, and then one final parabolic move. Wouldn't that be super exciting? That's gonna be crazy. Again, I'm not saying I'm gonna hold until the S&P 500 is gonna reach 7,000. I think I'm gonna be out, very, very soon. Especially if Bitcoin reaches like 80 to 90,000, I'm gonna be out already. But bear in mind that we are overextended with the stock market, and a correction will be actually on the cards, and it's going to be actually healthy. Today also, let's have a look at another coin, which one of my most favorite coins is actually Solana USDT, guys. Solana, I'm going to give today like an analysis just to see where we are. If you're Solana holder, I can show you what's happening over here. Okay, let's have a look at the chart over here. So Solana on the weekly chart, guys, looks incredible. Like, looks very, very good, very similar to Ethereum, to be honest. And what I can do from here to understand where we're gonna go, are we gonna go higher from here, lower from here? So Solana, what is very, very important right now, guys, it has to hold this line of support over here. You can see like it has already established this line of support, which is like climbing all the time. And what we want to see from here with Solana could be a little bit of a consolidation from here. And what I'm expecting could be an example of this, and maybe this as well, to form a sort of a bull flag. And once it's going to be ready, it's going to explode to the upside. What we're going to see, we could be a drop, a pump up to here, reaching roughly $300 as a short-term top. So I can expect, if Bitcoin is going to go from 80 to 90,000, Solana could be easily going around this area over here. We can even calculate, from this point here to this point over here, and then bring it over here. It brings us roughly to 280, even $300. And of course, some people are asking me, how high do you see Solana going for the end of this bull market? Well, the answer is very simple, guys. Looking at the Fibonacci extension, I calculate top to bottom. And by the way, guys, Solana reminds me so much Ethereum back in the days. And you can see that the 4.236 extension brings us to roughly $1,000. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're going to be able to reach $1,000 with Solana. And the target. And of course, guys, this is going to be like an hypothetical target, like 900, 1000 is going to be the max extension. But again, for my taste, for my risk taste, I think once you're going to reach in between 400 and 650, I'm going to be a seller. So we're going to see, once we're going to get there. And we can also see, for example, calculating like, this point over here to this point over here. Sometimes that's a good way you can actually understand, how high we could go to. You can see that around February 2025, we could be reaching $650. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're going to go into this kind of pattern, this kind of shape, to probably keep climbing, higher, and then be touching here. So around, July, August, then a bit of a pullback, and then finally one last blow off top. And it could definitely be going, higher than this, but I like to use this line as my method of reference. So Solana, very promising right now. We can also see short term what can be happening right now. So short term, I'm gonna go now on the 4-hour chart to show you a little bit better, so you're gonna have a better understanding on what to do next. Again, not financial advice, guys. I mean, Solana at the moment, guys, looks that's what we want to see right now, will be to have a support around this area, which is actually finding support. So as long as Solana stays above this level over here, we are going to be safe. But as long as it's going to break this level of support here, I can see our buying areas is going to be one over here, and also one over here, and also one over here. And we can see, like, the most likely area which Solana is going to bounce. Let's have a look, here. I'm gonna go on Fibonacci retracement, place this one over here, and what I would say that's around 144. So I'm gonna cancel now these areas over here, but this area over here is gonna be our golden area, so roughly around here to here. That's what I think where Solana could be bouncing to with the highest level of probability if we are going to break this diagonal line of support, which is super important. But overall looks very, very good for, like, medium to long term. I'm expecting prices to be way higher, and then if Solana is going to explode, of course, all the meme coins which are built on the Solana blockchain, that also going to explode. So guys, to summarize everything, don't worry about this news about Mount Gox. That's completely irrelevant. Market makers are the one selling the Bitcoins and not the Mount Gox. So just have a look at the charts, and of course, subscribe to the channel, because we post one video every single day to help you, to guide you to see what can be happening after with Bitcoin. But otherwise, you have a great day, and I'm gonna see you in the next video.